Hey everybody, it's time for Teesha on the tube. 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 Said Teesha on the tube. Okay, we got the dance. I need a theme song, that ass, but I think I'm gonna just jump on and Lord this wild bun. I think I'm gonna just jump on and do that. I feel like dancing makes me feel great. But yeah, what up, though? This segment is trending with Teesha, and we're gonna discuss what's trending in the news, current events, pop culture, urban, whatever I, gathered up within the past couple of days. But I might do like a week's worth, depending. You guys can send me stuff too. I've said it. You can send it to my handles on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Send it to my email. Not sure if I have it in the descriptions below on my past videos, but I'll put it on the description below in this one, definitely. And from now on, that's what I'll do. So yeah, let's get into it. Big craze going on within the past couple of weeks, which is, of course, the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Supposedly, there's no more chicken sandwiches after, people done bought them up or whatever. I've always been a huge fan of Popeyes. Like, Popeyes is like one of the places I do like to eat. I don't eat it often, but every so often I do get Popeyes. I love their chicken. I love their fries. I just love the whole Louisiana cooking. Hence why I want to go to New Orleans. New Orleans food look like it is just, oh my God, delish. It looks delicious, and I've heard it's delicious too. So yeah, but Popeyes is no longer selling chicken sandwiches as far as I know, and the world is in a frenzy supposedly because there's no more chicken sandwiches. I kind of saw that coming because people were legit having fights, crashing through windows and stuff for a sandwich. I made me 2 chicken sandwiches last night. They were bomb. I'm gonna just say that. I'm not gonna sit up here and discredit Popeyes and their chicken sandwiches. I'm pretty sure, because if their chicken is delicious, I'm pretty sure their chicken sandwiches just as delicious. But I'm gonna just say my chicken sandwich was bomb. I tore it up. Had a little mayo, put some barbecue sauce, and I tore it up. That's neither here nor there though. But yeah, so I don't know what the aftermath of this is. Pretty much it was a pretty good business move, I would say, because a lot of people were saying, yeah, the chicken sandwich has been on the menu. Y'all are just late jumping on the bandwagon, da-da-da-da. There's people that gotta be mad about everything. But unfortunately, Popeye says there is no more chicken sandwiches. Man, I don't know. Moving on. So yesterday it said that on the news, an 11-year-old slashed a 13-year-old in the face. This happened in Brooklyn, in Bed-Stuy. And I guess they were leaving school. I don't know the whole backstory. All I know is that the 13-year-old was slashed in the face. I think the 11-year-old tried to flee, but I think he's in police custody or something like that. And the 13-year-old was transported to the hospital. Don't know the status or whatever. I didn't really look it up, but that's terrible. And school is just starting. For charter school started mid-August to late August. So between August 12th to now, charter schools have been in school for about 2 weeks, and then public school kids, like my children, they start school next Thursday. So that's scary. To me as a parent, I would hate to hear if anything happened to my kid by another kid. That would drive me insane. So I'm gonna just pray for these babies, because I need for every kid. And this is why, because a lot of people feel away when people post their kids on the first day of school or whatever. I'm definitely going to post a first day of school picture. I mostly post pictures of my kids for my family that's out of state. I have a brother who's in the Air Force who doesn't get to see my kids often. So, he'll be on Facebook. My sister-in-law's on Facebook. I keep in contact with family on Facebook. So usually when I post pictures of me or my kids, it's really for my family that's in other states or whatever. So, you know, a lot of people are not good with the phone and communication, which is perfectly fine. So Facebook is a good way to keep in contact, keep a bond. That's what my Facebook is for. I can't speak for everybody else in the world, but my Facebook is for networking, branding myself, and keeping in contact with my family here and there. You know, I'm a fool, so I like to crack jokes or whatever. So my social medias and everything, I do it for family and to keep a close-knit bond with friends as well. And to make some new friends, because why not? But yeah, like, I'm gonna post first day of school pictures of my kids because finally, you know, my kids will be in the same school this year. Like, my daughter, she was going to a daycare that was on the other side of Brooklyn. I had to take my son to school on the other side of Brooklyn, and that commute was crazy, but I did it. So now they're gonna be in the same school. So, you know, for them to have on the same uniform after 2-3 years or whatever, I'm gonna take pictures of them for myself and for my family that's out of state. So, you know, people feel a way about you doing that or whatever. But, you know, that's neither here or there. I just hope that these children have a safe and successful school year. And for these two kids' school years to, you know, start off like that, that's terrible. And I pray that the 13-year-old is fine. I pray that whatever the 11-year-old was going through, he gets help, because that's deep. That's deep. When I was 11 and 13, I didn't have to think about possibly getting stabbed or whatever at school. I didn't have to think about things like that. And it's crazy, but I hope everything works itself out. Now, Power premiered on Sunday. I have been watching Power since it debuted in, I want to say 2014, I think it debuted. The original theme song was with Joe and 50 Cent. I don't know why. Well, no, I have an inkling, but 50 Cent decides on the last season to make the theme song with him and Trey Songz, and it's not the same oomph. When you heard Joe's version, they say this is a big rich town, you knew, you know, this episode gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Like, the theme song gets you hyped. When I listen to it on Sunday, it sounds too happy for me. Like, the theme song sounds too happy. It doesn't need to be. The Power theme song needs to be as gritty as the show. And I feel like with Trey Songz on it, no disrespect to Trey Songz, because he can sing. The boy can sing. He just should not be the one singing the Power theme song this season. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't have the same oomph. Like, just nothing sounds right. And, you know, 50 Cent, I don't know if it's a joke or not, but 50 Cent claims that Joe owes him money. That's why he's not on the theme song. And I'm like, can 50 Cent get any more petty? Like, this man, he takes petty to infinity and beyond. Like, it's ridiculous, but whatever. Like, yeah, everybody was shocked to hear the Power theme song on Sunday, and everybody was like, somebody has said the Power theme song season 1 through 5 is dark skin Aunt Viv, and Power theme song season 6 is light skin Aunt Viv. That's exactly what it feels like. That is exactly what it feels like. It feels exactly like how, like the meme it says, because it's not the same oomph, like, but whatever. I'ma still watch the season because the first episode was like very like crazy, and you can already tell by watching this episode the season is gonna be nuts. Like, they're not holding back. Nobody is safe. I'm excited. Next thing that I was reading about, I do not care for this man being our president. I do not give a rat's ass about Donald Trump. In my mind, Obama is still my president. That's just it. I don't care about Donald Trump I don't care about him as a person. I don't care about him as a president. I don't care about him at all. But I was reading something on the Shade Room where they were saying that, where they screenshotted, they posted his tweets of him talking about Puerto Rico and how the Puerto Rican government is corrupt and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, pot, meet kettle. And then on top of that, you're retarded, because Puerto Rico is definitely a part of the United States. Somebody don't know their geography. But okay. So you saying the Puerto Rican government is corrupt and all of that. So you do know that you're talking about your government, right? Okay. So he's talking about he's the best thing to happen to Puerto Rico. My guy, you are not the best thing to happen to nothing. You know what you are? The worst thing to happen to birth control. That's what you are. You are the worst thing to happen to Earth. You are the worst thing. You're just terrible. That's it. That's it. You are the worst thing to happen to your daddy's sperm fertilizing your mama egg. That's what you are. You are not the best thing to happen to nothing. I am sorry. Because the stuff that you are doing to these immigrants is disgusting. And you can't even sit up here and do what you're doing to people when America is stolen land. Let's call a spade a spade. This whole country is stolen land. The people that are on this country were all stolen from their homelands. Do your history, sir. So you're trying to send back illegal immigrants to their country and you got them in concentration camps and all this other stuff. You got ICE chasing them. If you saw this season of Orange is the New Black, I know Orange is the New Black is kind of sort of probably like the watered down version of ICE and what they do because it's a TV show, but I'm pretty sure what ICE does is way worse than what happens on Orange is the New Black. But just that little tidbit of what I saw on that show is disgusting. How they treat immigrants, how they treat children, how they treat families. It's disgusting. And then you're gonna build a wall like you act like airplanes don't exist. You act like boats don't exist. You act like there's so many ways to get into America, not just through Mexico. There's other countries that border. Like, I'm not even going to get into that. Donald Trump is trash. And we need to seriously go out and vote. We need to do something because I'm not even going to go into this subject because the more I talk about it, the more irritated I get. But yeah. Moving on. So now, Future's alleged baby mother, Eliza Reign, is going off about child support, filing child support against Future and all this other stuff. We all know Future got a gazillion and one baby mamas. Hence why him and Sierra are not together anymore. My thing is, I just don't understand. Maybe it's not for me to understand how women go after these men who they know are trash, have babies by them, and get mad that they don't want nothing to do with the baby. You knew this dude was trash before you laid down with him. You knew he was trash when you laid down with him. You think that he's gonna step up and be a father to your child because y'all have a baby together? Babies don't change situations. If anything, they either heighten. Most babies heighten situations. Babies bring out people's true colors all around you. Anybody who is in your circle, babies bring out people's true colors. You see who your real friends are. You see who your acquaintances are. You see who you could trust in your family. You see who you could, like, who's toxic in your family. Children bring out the worst in people. Mother and father included. So now I'm hearing that Future is requesting her to have a gag order or whatever, no longer talk about the court proceedings and stuff like that. And then he's being petty on social media, talking about how he got 5 wives and he took them to get a chicken sandwich, all this kind of stuff. Y'all know how this man is. Y'all know, dealing with stuff that you heard in the media, y'all know exactly, you know what kind of guy he is. Why still go after him and get pregnant? Because he got money? That's what it seemed like. I don't know. Good luck to her and him. I just find it's just mind-boggling to me. Like, but it's not for me to understand, I guess. I don't know. So next we go to Amber Rose posted her pregnancy pic. Amber Rose is a beautiful girl. I didn't really care too much for her. I still don't. But she's a beautiful girl. And, you know, I get, like, the messages she tries to throw or whatever with the whole slut walk thing. She's a very big advocate, speaking about rape culture and all of this other stuff. So kudos to her for that. Her pregnancy picture is beautiful, by the way, but I feel like she's been pregnant forever. Like, I don't feel like she was pregnant with Sebastian for this long. I feel like she's been pregnant forever and a day. And they're saying that she's hitting 8 months. I feel like she's been pregnant since the new year. Like, I feel like she's been pregnant since we did the countdown or whatever. Like, god damn. Like, I don't know. I feel like she's been pregnant longer than 8 months. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, congratulations to her. I'm happy she's happy. I'm pretty sure her baby is going to come out beautiful because her son is gorgeous. Her son has her fat face and, oh, he's adorable. Sebastian is a beautiful baby. Bless you, Amber Rose. So now, Lil Fizz was talking junk about Moniece and the Love and Hip Hop Check Yourself for the episode that just aired on Monday, and he was making fun of the fact that Moniece passed out at her studio session and all of that. So Moniece clapped back or whatever on Instagram. I don't know why they won't keep this off Instagram, because once you put it on Instagram, it's just, you got an audience of people like me, of people who, I'm not gonna lie, I like watching other people's drama. Who doesn't? But people offer an opinion on social media. What this all boils down to me is it's a respect thing, and it's been a respect thing since season 1 of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Now, in season 1, we were led to believe that Moniece was pretty much a crappy mom. Like, she didn't care for her son or whatever. She was still in love with Fizz. That's what we were led to believe. Now, fast forward to this season or whatever. If you really think about it, I don't think that, now that I think about it, I think the only reason why Moniece has ever gone hard, and she said this, she goes hard at Fizz because Fizz does not have a line of communication with her. Fizz will bring all of these girls around his son, won't tell Moniece, which that's a respect thing, because regardless of how you feel about the mother of your child, that's still the mother of your child. So if you're bringing all of these random people around your child and you haven't discussed it with Moniece, that's an issue. I've had a situation happen like that with me, and I said my piece. So it's a respect thing, and it's a communication thing. And looking back on it, Fizz does not respect Moniece. He doesn't. And I remember I saw Moniece's mother, Marla, on a live, and she answered a lot of questions. She said a lot of stuff. So pretty much, Fizz wants people to believe that Moniece is a crappy mother. He wants people to believe that, you know, he's a good guy, he's a good dad or whatever. But the stuff that he's doing with him in April, that's real shady, and it's real calculating. Like, y'all are doing this for the show. We can tell, because April is Omarion's baby mother, but now she's with Fizz. That right there is shady. I don't care if y'all were no longer friends. I don't care if y'all are just business partners. Y'all grew up together. Y'all grew up together. So I don't like the fact that Fizz and April are pretty much minimizing the business that Omarion and Fizz have together. Both of y'all are from B2K. So that's like a bro code thing that's broken. Because business-wise, it looks terrible. Personal, it looks terrible. It's a mess. Either way you spin it. So now that you and April are together, now y'all both gonna go around throwing dirt on Moniece's name, when at one point Fizz, Omarion, April, and Moniece were all friends. It's just, it's dirty to me. And that's why you can't call everybody your friend. This is why. People do not believe in girl or guy code. People will cut you off at the knees. They do not care. When people show you their true colors the first time, when people show you who they are, believe them. That's all I'm gonna say. But I just feel like it's foul how how Fizz is treating her or whatever. And you know, Moniece is crazy. She can admit that she's crazy. But one thing I can say about Moniece is, as crazy as she is, that girl's story has not changed, not one bit. Her story has remained consistent. April and Fizz is another story. Oh, we're just friends. Ray Charles could see that y'all smashing. And that's it for me on that. Moving on. So, recently a white TV anchor went on air and saying that her black co-host looked like a monkey. And then she later on apologized for it. How I feel about that? Keep your apology, because you meant what you said the first time. There is no coming back from that. And it mind boggles me. And I'm not hoping that dude goes off on her. I'm not hoping that he disrespects her and calls her a name. I'm just tired of us being called names like monkey and nigger and all kinds of things. And we just supposed to, you know, turn the other cheek, accept the apology. My thing is, if she didn't say it on air and she said it behind the scenes, would she have been as sorry? Or is it because she got so much backlash? Is that why she's sorry? Like, is the sorry genuine? Like, that's my whole thing. Like, it's disgusting to me. And it's like, there's no repercussions. There's nothing. It's ridiculous. Like, she could take her I'm sorry and shove it where the sun don't shine. That's how I feel about it. And I hope that's how he feels about it too. But, you know, not everybody is moi. So the last thing I wanted to discuss was Tyler Perry getting a sign on the freeway in Atlanta. Kudos to you, sir. I am actually, like, I love the fact that Tyler Perry is pretty much making Atlanta like little black Hollywood. I love it. And I remember seeing a video where he was driving on the land where his studio is, and the houses that he films, the have and the have nots, and If Loving You Is Wrong, they're all on the same lot in the same neighborhood. That was mind boggling to me. And I think it is so dope that he has that piece of, like, it's like Black Disney World, if you will. Because, you know, Walt Disney has a part of Central Florida that all of it is owned by Disney. So I feel like that's what Tyler Perry is doing. And that's awesome. That is awesome. And then the fact that he hires people who are newbies, people who are, you know, they're not really big on the acting scene like they used to be. Like, you know, he gives people chances, both new and old. And I love that about him. And his speech at the BET Awards was awesome, where he was like, people are sitting up here, you know, arguing over Oscars being so white. Listen, I'm creating my own lane in Atlanta. I live for it. Like, you can't walk around just wanting white America or whatever to hand you stuff. You got to create your own. And I just think it's, like, you know, very inspirational, the things that he's doing. Like, I love it. I love that he's, you know, him and BET are like collabing and they're making more shows and stuff, like, because BET does need to be revived. Like, black entertainment needs to come back to BET, because BET has been dry and very like, ugh. Like, nobody really likes to watch BET like that anymore. VH1 and MTV is like what to watch now. But BET, I like that they're coming and they're doing things for like black entertainment for females, black women. Like, I love it. And, you know, kudos to you, Mr. Perry. Kudos to you. I am a fan. I've been a fan since Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the play. Okay? Not the movie, the play. But yeah, that's everything that I have for Trending with Teesha. Remember, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to 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 tell a friend. I'll put my handles for social media will be in the description below, but I'll also put my email address. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Until the next video, peace.